Hey guys, I haven't done this in a long time, but today I thought we would go through some empties. And the reason I wanted to do this is because another way of putting this is these things are so good, I purchase them over and over. Okay, first of all, let's do an honorable mention that I just got. I showed you this in my Friday video, which I will put up here. This is the Heat Protectant Spray, the Hot Toddy Heat Protectant Mist in the Blanc scent, up to 450 degrees. I used this yesterday morning. What video did I do? Oh, I did a live video on my Patreon, and then I put my hair up. No, then I went to Dillard's, bought some of the makeup that I'm wearing now, and ate lunch, came home, I put it up. I even took a shower last night with a shower cap on, slept with it up, and I still have this much hold and curl in my hair. So I am way, way impressed with this. So this first and foremost. And then I've got you in a little bit of a new spot. I love filming here in my bedroom in front of these windows because the lighting is just so good. But I don't always like sitting on the floor. Most of the time I do, but it depends on the type of video it is. So I bought this little acrylic desk or vanity that is so cute. And then I'm sitting on a little stool that's really cute. I'll put a picture in here, and I'm going to see if it bothers me being in here in my bedroom because I don't want it to get junky looking. You know what I mean? I want my flow. So that's where we are today. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Okay, speaking of heat protectant spray, what a coincidence. This is the Neuro. This has been a long time favorite. I will bet I have been through, I'm not even going to exaggerate, I would say 5 of these in the last 3 years or so. Ever since I've been really curling my hair with the wand and really trying to be really good with it, this is my favorite. Now, I'm going to have to use this a few more times, and then I'll probably have to get a new can of this to compare them, but these two are my favorite, and what make them my favorite is they give hold and the heat protection. They don't smell so strongly that it's overpowering, and they don't get like wet. I noticed that before we went to Asheville, my daughter and I, if you didn't see that video, I'll put it up here. I used the Big Sexy Hair. I didn't like it. It made my hair almost too wet. My hair's a lot thinner now than it was in the past couple of years because I lost a lot with vaccines and stuff, and it just made it too wet. These are very, very dry. And I'm just gonna grab them as I see them. John, help me bring them over here. This is the Colleen Rothschild Quench and Shine shampoo. So good. It's so good. You guys, my 2 closets right there are full of every high-end, best-selling, you guys told me about shampoos ever. And I won't lie, there are a lot of other ones than this that I do like. But this one, I've had my healthiest, longest, thickest hair using this shampoo and the mask. I don't think I have a mask container out here that I've gone through, but I'm telling you, I would just tell you something else. I don't feel like I have to sit here and convince you because you know what? I'm never going to tell you a story. So if I say it, I mean it. Okay, the Givenchy powder. This is one of the little sizes, and the reason I got the little size is because it was a new shade for me. This is shade 2. And I'd always used shade 3, which is the rosy pink color that brightens up under your eyes. And I do still like that. Matter of fact, sometimes I'll just pick up that one first and I'll just use it because I like it too. But if I know what I'm picking up, I usually pick up this one. It's just very neutral. It is just the prettiest powder. I see I've got some left in here. But even when you get through setting under your eyes, I mean, just look at how beautiful and glowy and pretty it is. I mean, look how beautifully it just blended in on my dry hand, and it's just really nice. It's super smooth and just finely milled, all of that good stuff. I love it. This is the Benefit Professional Spray. I love this because of that reason. See how fine that mist was? And I'll be honest with you guys, A lot of times I don't use this if I'm filming because matte makeup looks better on video. It just does. I don't think it looks better in real life, but on video, even if you're just in the sunlight, if you're too oily, it will show this, everything, so much more. But in real life, if I want to make my makeup last, but not be so powdery, like I've used highlight, bronzer, contour, blush, all of these things, this is what I like the best. I think I just like it because of the spray. It dries quickly, and it does seem to really help my makeup last. I mean, is it the prettiest packaging? No. I learned about this when I was really digging into and studying Pamela Anderson's makeup when she first made her comeback, and she was on like Variety magazine, which is probably my favorite look. But we are going to do a follow-up video on my Pamela video because I feel much differently now. I didn't really know how I felt at that moment, but I got a grasp on it now. Okay, this is something I actually just completely finished up yesterday because I will get the goodie out of these because I realize how much is in there. This is the Vaseline Radiant Nourishing Body Lotion, Even Tone 1% Niacinamide. And it just, let me see if I can squeeze a little bit more out of here. Okay, yeah. Ooh, not my preferred method. Okay. It does have a scent. It does have a scent. I was trying to compare this to the Osea to a friend of mine that said she really needed a good body lotion. I said, this is good, and I do love it. It's thicker than the Osea, and it has more scent. I feel like it might be a little tackier, but it's still pretty. I just kind of think the Osea probably, I mean, if I had to say, maybe have more like better ingredients and maybe less chemicals and all of that stuff, but sometimes we're into that, sometimes we're not, and I love this. Matter of fact, the oil that goes with this line, when I put that oil on, everyone asks me what I'm wearing. It reminds me when I asked Shalane Johnson what she was wearing on her legs, and it was castor oil. And I'm telling you, so many of you have tried to help me use that castor oil. It's gone. It's out of here. I didn't like anything about it, and I'm just not going to be a castor oil girl. So there's that. Okay, this is a cleanser from Frisco Beauty. It's the Pavice Gentle Amino Power Wash Serum Cleanser for waterproof makeup and sunscreen. Okay, I am an Obagi girl. You're getting ready to see this, which Obagi is a medical grade skincare system. I started Obagi before I started YouTube to get rid of melasma. I had a mustache. I think I had a bad patch here, and seems like I had a patch over here that was just every day I had to cover those up first and then put my makeup on. So I started Obagi way back when, I guess that was 16 or probably 17 years ago, and it blasted those spots away. I won't say painfully, but aggressively. What will happen is mixing all the ingredients of that skincare system with Retin-A or retinol will make that skin just come off. You will have a long, ugly phase. It is a process. It's like getting a peel for 6 weeks. You will be glad to put on the sunscreen in the morning because it's soothing. I'll tell you that. But once you make it through the ugly phase, you're home free. Well, what did I do? I started YouTube, got into all kinds of skincare. I mean, I tried it all. I even tried that Cindy Crawford one that she used to do on QVC, Meaningful Beauty or something. I was curious, you know what I mean? And then I think it was when we moved back in this house. If I can find the videos, I'll put them up here somewhere, or I'll put my skincare videos down there. I had to go through another ugly phase. Now, why did I go back to Obagi? Because nothing else, nothing will keep my skin. Like, I might not have the most even toned skin. I have wrinkles. I have, the jawline, but I'll tell you one thing, I don't have flakes. My skin is moisturized, bouncy. I do not have flaky skin, period. And that is because of that skincare. But with all that said, there are some products that you can buy online, like the toner, the cleanser. I think you can even buy number 4, the Exviderm Forte, which back in the old days you couldn't. The only ones I think you have to get from a dermatologist, a med spa, or like a plastic surgeon would be the ones that have hydroquinone, and maybe that's it. And your Retin-A. You can get a lot of that. But I use the cleanser when I do my skincare at the sink at night. It's a kind of a complicated thing. I use my cleanser every morning when I do my skincare because I took my shower the night before. But when I'm getting in the shower, I usually take a cleansing balm because I have all this makeup on, liner, lashes, glue, 3 coats of powder, all that stuff. I will usually take a cleansing balm and break up all that makeup. Then I get in the shower in the hot water, and then I keep a cleanser in the shower and I try different ones. I feel like because I've already used all of this, I can use different cleansers. That's what I did with this, and I loved it. Christine is the owner. Christine, I loved this. I've got another one in there now that is a recommendation from a friend. It's a Kiehl's. And I like it, but it's not strong enough. It's too milky. It's like for those Dove girls out there that you just wear a tinted moisturizer. It isn't as good as this. This is a good one. So love it. Want to get some more. Paw Paw. I don't think I have another one in here, but these sponges, I get 2 different shapes. I get the classic Beauty Blender shape, and then I get the one that has the wedge side. Love them. They just work so well. They just are very inexpensive. You order them from Amazon. They get to you in a day or 2. I don't even wash them. I just use them for a while and then I throw them away. Wonder Blender. Latex-free, high-def sponge. Okay, I think this is the one that had the wedge on it, but I use them both. Okay, now I've got a big, like, hurricane glass of stuff to show you here. First is, ta-da, my Obagi toner. Are you someone like me who thought toner was a gimmick or you didn't need it? I was that way. It's not that I'm a skeptic, but I love things. I don't mind spending money. I like to cut down my steps. I'm pretty practical. You know what I mean? So I have tried to not use this and it's not the same. They say that it really prepares your skin for the next layer or the next product, which would be the clear. I noticed if I don't use this, my skin gets oilier faster. So I don't know what's in here exactly, but I love it. And I do get the New Derm for normal to oily skin. I'm 53. I have mature oily skin. Love it. Won't go on too much more about that. This is the MAC brush cleaner. There is not another like this. I mean, you're going to tell me about the Japanesque, the Cinema Secrets, the IT Cosmetic, Real Techniques. What makes this special? I have used this, since my beginning YouTube, since Hello Kitty days, if that tells you anything. This is what they used at the MAC counter. And they will put down a paper towel, sprinkle this on here. You know what happens? It spreads a little bit. Because this is not an alcohol-based cleanser like most of them are, it's not a gel, it's just a liquid like you can see. I can have that sitting there the whole time I'm doing my makeup. I just get those Selecta-size paper towels, and after I use each brush, I clean it. I clean each brush every day so that I don't have to have 200 brushes sitting there, nor do I feel like I'm not going to get my original color or anything like that. I remember I went to a doctor's office one time with Brooke. I think it was at the dermatologist, and I was asking the girl, I loved her eyeshadow. And I was asking her, I love your eyeshadow. And then I know people get cooped out because, first of all, who says that? And then second of all, I said, what did you use? And I think she told me it was some palette like Naked Basics or the Urban Decay Naked palette. Here's an even weirder point. I know all those colors, whatever she said, and I knew that color. I was like, do you know what color it was? And she said, no. She said, but I never clean my blending brush, so it's just got all kinds of colors on it. So she was like creating her own color. So I know that happens, and sometimes it's probably a good thing, but I like my brushes to be cleaned every day. Okay, back to hair. K18. Good stuff. Now, some of you have been wanting a hair video because I have tried so many things like this. I think I've tried them all. I think I have them all back there. This one I like the most. Now, I'm having a hard time doing a video for that because I don't feel like I've gotten there yet. I mean, my hair still is not where I want it. I'm having to really like live with dark roots and gray so that I don't overdo it anymore. I feel like I'm not at the point where I feel good about telling you which systems are the best, which systems are the worst. I'm still kind of at that point. Like with the Colleen Rothschild, I just know for a fact I had the healthiest, longest, thickest hair I'd ever had, shiniest, whatever. And then the K18, I like it. I do think it does good. I use the whole thing. I did have to really find out how to use it. I was using it so wrong. So maybe I'll do a video on that. The Moroccan oil soap, $14 for a bar of soap. That seems like a lot, but it's not. This sucker will last you months. And it smells so good. It's not overpowering. It lathers like a dream. And I use it all over. And it's never irritated me at all. I love it. My friend Ariel gave me the first bar, I think. I knew she gave me a bar. I don't know if it was my first one or my second one, but I think this is just my third one. And I don't know if you can remember how long I've been talking about it. Okay, the Kirkland wipes. I love these things. I used to use like the MAC wipes. I hated that scent they left you with. The Neutrogena, they're okay. They're kind of small, hard to get out of the package. Like you try to get it and like 10 come out. I didn't really like the texture of those. The Clinique, take the day off. They were okay, but these are my favorites. Like if these were Shiseido, if these were Chanel, I would still buy them. That's how I feel about it. Okay. This is a good one. This is my Obagi Step 3. This is one of the workhorses, one of the power result makers of this system, and it's expensive. And so you can see what I did. I had John cut it open so I could get every little drop out of it because it doesn't take a lot. And see how the ring of it has turned dark? That is the hydroquinone, which is a skin lightener. Sold over the counter in probably every other country but ours. I know there are some states that don't even sell this. I talked to my dermatologist about it. She said you would have to slather this all over your body every day for it to even matter. Me using a drop of this with my skincare is not going to hurt me. I mean, I've been doing it for 17 years now. Okay, another toner. That's the thing. You will go through the toner and the cleanser over and over and over and over. My favorite place to order is from Derm Store because I feel like it's so legit. But I will say when I order from Amazon, it has a plastic wrap over it and the seal that comes on it. So I feel like it's pretty legit. So I do order from Amazon. Okay, this is something I just showed you the other day, my Boca toothpaste. And then one of you told me about another one that I'm going to try that has the xylitol in it. I'll list it down below. I haven't tried it yet, but I do know that that is an ingredient that's in some gums that helps your teeth rebuild your enamel. So there you go. This is a mineral that helps fortify the enamel and support a healthy smile. Ching. And you know my favorite teeth whitening, I'm going to forget the name now. I will put it down below underneath that. Okay, these. What a coincidence. I just stopped yesterday on my way home from Dillard's getting lunch. I ran into CVS. I bought some new long wear lips. I'm going to do like a drugstore version of the Chanel long lasting lips soon, maybe this week. So I was buying one that is out everywhere, sold out, that Isla, one of the makeup artists at Ulta, that does makeup for brides and is a big makeup artist here in town. She told me about a certain shade. It's not nude. It's a real pretty shade that we're going to look at. But anyway, these are my favorite cotton squares, the extra thick. Let me go get one to show you. Here they are. And there's a bunch of them there. So make sure you get this one. So see how thick it is? It's very comparable to Colleen's and the Shiseido. Very soft with no edges. I don't like those where they seal the edge. I mean, it just about slices my eyeball when I use those. I hate those because I get down and dirty when I'm taking off my eye makeup with these things, and I use it for my toner. So I don't like those hard edges. This the Too Faced Fluff and Hold Laminating Brow Wax. My all-time favorite. Got it on today. I just ordered 2 from Ulta to review. One is a drugstore, one is MAC. I used the drugstore one. I should probably just give it to my niece today because it was like absolutely nothing. It was very disappointing. And then my other favorite, if I didn't get that one, would be Benefit, the one that you can turn to the side and slick them back. But that one's just easy. You know what I mean? It's just, it really puts them back, but you don't have to pay attention that much. Okay, oh my gosh. Oh, I'm about to knock over my table. This is just one of my favorite products. I first heard about this when I was watching, what is her name? She was the creative director of J. Crew. And I'm having a hard time remembering her name. She was a new housewife on the New York Housewives. And she made famous wearing that big fur, I think, with that big ruffled skirt. They were doing like, what's your favorite things? What's in your shower? I use the pump when I get a new one out, but it's the Body Hero from Glossier Daily Oil Wash. Massage oil all over body on wet skin. The oil will transform into a soft froth as it cleanses. Rinse thoroughly. It's one of those things that smells good, feels good, leaves your skin feeling good. It's kind of like the almond, the really expensive one, this one. So I know you guys are probably more familiar with this one. It's very similar to this with a different scent, a little bit thinner, has a pump, and I would say about the same amount of frothiness. Don't expect it to be like a body wash from Bath & Body Works. It's not like that. It's enough suds for you to spread it around, and that's it. And I would think it would be a little bit less expensive. It's a different vibe. Like the Glossier gives you that beachy, summertime, just that feeling, whereas the L'Occitane gives you more of a luxurious, it's kind of got that warm almond smell. It's more that kind of feeling. So go with the feeling you prefer. Okay, this all-time favorite oil, this and Colleen's are my favorite 2 oils I will never be without. This one is thick. I mean, it's thick. It's the Kerastase Elixir Ultime. This is what I put on when my hair is right out of the towel. I used to put 2 pumps on the ends of my hair, kind of like the last 6 inches of my hair. Now that it's so much thinner, I can just do 1 pump, and then I put in everything else. The Colleen is thinner, and it's drier in a way. I use Colleen like I used it this morning. After I brushed out my hair and it's going like that, I use hers to, get my ends, back moisturized. I will do like this and I will flat. I also like that Lanza Shine Spray that's an oil. That's something else I like. Okay, best mascara, I would say, of all times, really. I mean, my favorite mascara ever. And I have a sneaky, terrible feeling this is going away because I keep on trying to find it when I go in Ulta, Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, and they're always out of it. So I am getting ready to order probably 5 backups or so and have that on deck because my next favorite would probably be Benefit Bad Gal. I've told you many times how much I love these little drops. They are the Lumify. I don't use these on days that I'm not filming, but let's be real, I usually film every day. But this is what keeps the whites of my eyes white. I don't do anything necessarily to make my eyes red, but I do make videos in the morning. Like now it's 10:47. I've been up since 6 today. And a lot of times by the time I put my one contact in, my eyes are a little red and this just brightens them right up. I think this is a youthful thing. I think all of these, I think they're good for all ages, but especially for mature women because these are all things oil in the shower, keeping your eyebrows groomed and not unruly. What else? Spray to not make your face look too powdery. What else? Lotion to make your skin not look dry. All these things are good for mature women, I think. Oh, my City Lips Clear Gloss. This one, San Diego. and Los Angeles are my favorite. You know, when they first asked me to work with them and try their lip glosses, it was a long time ago. It was in my old house. And I remember thinking, city lips? I mean, it sounded so corny and generic. You know, it just wasn't anything I was like drawn to. And then they sent me some. And I've been with them ever since. I mean, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like one of those things. Is it the prettiest? Is it the most bougie? No, but there's just nothing like it. Nothing. Like, I like that better than La Mer. Okay, another powder that I have gone through is the Milk. Okay, this is one of their lines that it's the Pore Eclipse. Hey, Baba. Oh, they're curious about everything. Do you guys recognize that t-shirt? That's my Find Your Sexy t-shirt that I made years and years ago, and Sassy's been laying on it. Oh, he's getting ready to make his spot on the bed. That's what he's doing. This is good. If you have oily skin, this is good. It's so finely milled. It's good on your face. It's good under your eyes. It's just a good powder. I told you how good it was when I first got it. It's not quite as just fancy and beautiful as the Givenchy. There's something about the Givenchy that is kind of like the Lancome Absolue powder, if you know what I mean. It's not a sparkle. It's not a shimmer, but it's a glow. This one really doesn't have that. It's more of a what you see is what you get kind of powder, but it's still good. I think, you know what? I think all of these are good because I don't think I kept anything unless I wanted to tell you it was one of my favorites, because I know I've tried a lot more stuff than this. Anyway, this is the Hyaluronic Night Oil. I mean, I used every bit of it. It does have this scent, kind of weird but good. You know what I mean? Like, it's like not perfumey. Okay, just smelling it does make me want to put it on my lips. I would say if you like a night lip oil, this will be a good one because this is sticky. It will be on your lips in the morning. That's probably half of the appeal to me. Okay, guys, that's it. Let me show you. You've seen my outfit of the day. It is the little Walmart dress I got for $10. Love it. This one and the blue one. I've got on my little cheapy Walmart Time and True flip-flops, and I believe we are going to the pool today. It's Memorial Day weekend, and we were going to just like chill out and not go to the pool, but it's so pretty. We kind of regretted not going yesterday. So let's see. Let's go over my makeup so I don't forget it. It's a new lipstick, but it's not new. If you've been around a while, you remember this. Crystal Baby from Estee Lauder. They redid it. This is Crystal Baby. My lip liner's discontinued. It's my old tan lines, or no, nude sandals from Christian Audette. It was my first lip liner I did with them. And then I do have Tarte Pearl. Tarte Pearl. Oh my gosh, there will never be another. It's so good. Pearly, shimmery, whitish lip glossy stick that lightens lipsticks and makes them not so powdery. Oh, I do have on a new foundation that was a little dark. It's the Dior Forever Matte in 4N, too dark. And then my eyeshadow is just the Physicians Formula contour palette. So nothing too special, but you're special, and I appreciate you being here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.